riding down the Harland Highway.
All right, hold tight on the Harland Highway Show.
Harland Williams.
That's fun.
That's fun.
I knew you'd have fun right away.
I'm having the time of my life, I think.
I'm having the time of your wife.
Yeah, baby.
All right, hang on. Ready? I'm going to play the theme music. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, sweet mother of earth. Here he is.
Yeah.
Here he is, my little truck driver buddy.
Yeah. How you doing?
When he's not hauling, he's a giggling.
I'm a
this guy.
giggler.
Look who's here. You're at the Harland Highway, the only highway you want to be on. And my special guest today,
Yeah.
BL, Bobby Lee. Hi, guy.
Hi, guy.
How are ya?
What's up, Ka?
Ka?
Canadian.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you Canadian?
No, but I love it.
You
Yeah, I love it up there, the forests.
Yeah.
Because that show Alone, have you watched that show Alone?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always up where you live,
Oh.
where you're from.
Would you do it? Would you be alone?
I would be alone, but I would probably only last like 2 days.
Hang on. You want to be alone right now? Hang on.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be alone, guy?
Oh, I don't like it. Where's my bow and arrow? Yeah.
Your
That's
bow
pretty
and
good.
arrow?
Yeah.
Can I say something about that show?
Alone?
Alone.
I love it.
What are your eating habits like? Like, are you at one of these healthy eater guys?
No, I eat garbage.
Okay, so here's the thing. I go out with people. They're always like, you gotta have the yeast-free diet.
Yeah.
You gotta have the gluten-free.
Yeah.
Don't eat fats. Don't eat this. Eat only berries and vegetables.
Every year there's something new, like caveman. Remember caveman was a thing?
Yeah, there's always a diet. But
Yeah.
then when you watch this show Alone, and just so people know what it is, they take 10 regular folks.
They're not regular.
Well, they're like they have families and stuff.
They're insurrectionists.
Whoa.
No, yeah, you're right. They have
Power drop. The guy power drops a word.
No, they're all like kind of like survivalists.
Yeah, but I don't know what that word means.
Yeah, they read the Turner Diaries.
What's insurrectionist mean?
I'm totally kidding. I'm calling it.
I don't know what that
The
means.
same people that did January 6th. That was just a joke. I'm just kidding.
Insurrection. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't
There was
know
a
what
Star Trek movie called Insurrection, but that's not what I meant by it.
Oh my God! I saw the sequel, Caesarean section. It was great. They cut right into space.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what happens is they drop these 10 folks in the middle of nowhere, and they got no food. They got to hunt and collect.
Would they get 10 items?
They get 10 items. They get a knife, a blanket.
Right.
One guy took his Teddy Ruxpin. I couldn't
That was
believe it.
crazy.
That was nuts.
Yeah.
He ate it. But here's where I'm going with the food thing.
Go ahead.
A lot of them get removed because their nutrition starts to fade.
Yeah.
And it's always the guy or girl who shoots a giant mammal who wins.
Yes.
Like 3 seasons ago, a guy shot a moose.
Yeah, his name is Jordan, I think it was his name. Or, something like that.
He shot a full-blown moose.
Yeah.
The last year, the guy shot a muskox.
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
A freaking
stabbed it. Remember, he
muskox.
stabbed it a couple times.
He shot it and it wasn't dead, and he stabbed it like 30 times with a knife. And then this season, what's the thing? Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah.
And I don't know if your car has a spoiler or not, but this guy shot a deer.
Yeah, that's right.
And guess they all win.
They all
and
win.
the people that eat the berries and even the fish, they all lose.
They all lose. I think that you're right, and it's like you have to smoke. So you catch the big guy.
Yeah.
Right. Like if there was a mammoth.
Yeah.
You and I. We would fuck it first, but it's woolly
Wait,
vagina.
What was that last part?
They would fuck it first. They have woolly vaginas.
Fuck a mammoth.
Yeah, they have woolly vaginas.
Dude, there's a place just down the road here called the La Brea Tar Pits.
Yeah, I
and
know.
I get up early and fish for mammoth down there. You can see them. Dude, we should go one morning.
We should go.
You can fuck it and then I can eat it.
Yeah, well, I want to eat it too, but I fuck it first.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what you
Yeah,
call seasoning.
so you do, well, you have to smoke it. So you slice all the stuff up, you make a little smoker.
Yeah.
Right, you turn everything into jerky.
Yeah.
Right, and then you but I would do a combination thing.
What do you mean, like
I would
surf
forage.
and turf?
No, I would forage.
It's not Applebee's, bro.
I
you're
understand.
you're alone. You're
I
alone,
know.
guy.
Guy, I know. But I would... Guy. Dude.
It ain't Applebee's.
I know, dog.
You can't get a Rudy Tooty fresh and fruity when you're alone.
I know, but you can get mushrooms, dog.
Oh, yeah, that's what... Okay,
That's what I was going to say, player.
Okay.
You can get nuts, mushrooms, sometimes there's cranberries.
Right, but they all lose.
I know, but that would be a combo. I would get forage.
Oh, I see.
I would forage, fish, get it all. Get it all.
Yeah, and that's the guy who wins
Gets it all. Gets it all.
But here's where I'm going back to the diets that we have. Everyone says don't eat cheeseburgers, don't eat fat, don't have bacon. And every one of these people on Alone, they go, I need fat. I need fat. Even when they catch a squirrel or a rabbit, they go, yeah, it's meat, but they have no fat.
Right.
And so one lady, do you remember this? She actually killed a porcupine.
The insides were...
She cut it open and the liver had worms or something in it.
A little bumpy.
And she goes, I have to eat it because this porcupine has more fat than anything I've caught. And
I know.
she ate it and she was okay.
Would you have eaten it?
I don't know. I would have boiled it.
You boil porcupine?
Well, I would have, because if there's any bacteria or liver lumps or whatever,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're in survival mode. But the point is, it's like, what got these people through to the end? Fat. And all we hear about is fat-free this, fat. And when you watch it being acted out in the real world, you peel away all the emotion, all the fad diets, all the doctors.
It's fat.
Fat.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh?
How much you weigh, Bob?
Let's just say Daddy's getting a little hungry. We worked up.
I'm 170.
Are you serial?
Yeah. What do you weigh?
You got that cannibalistic look in your eye. I don't think you need to know.
How much you weigh, dog?
I'm about 215.
Yeah. 250. That's good.
You like that?
For your size?
Do you like to party with that?
Yeah, I like to party with that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah. I could be in a bungalow with you one day, man.
A bungalow?
Yeah. Like go on a vacation and stay in a bungalow with you, bro.
A bungalow?
Yeah.
Describe a bungalow.
It's got walls, right? But it's like remote, right? It's kind of like it's a cabin, but it's kind of usually, you know what I mean, near water.
I don't know if I picture you as a camper, though. I mean, I've known you a long time.
Yeah, bungalows are different. They have like waitresses and stuff, cocktail waitresses.
But do you camp and stuff?
No, I don't camp. What bungalow doesn't mean that I'm going to go to fucking, you know what I mean, Yosemite. And no, bungalow is like, what I meant by bungalow was, sometimes resorts have bungalows.
Wow, dude. This is called bungalow rage right now, dude.
Yeah, dude. I think you and I in a bungalow, dude, just for the day, dude.
I think we'd kill each other. Look at the anger that's happening right now.
I know, because you questioned me, bro.
Well, a bungalow fucking schmungalow.
Yeah,
my
dude.
gungalow.
Yeah, I would love to do that. But how long do you think you'd survive on Alone?
I'd do pretty good. I'm
You think
a nature.
so?
Well, I used to be a forest ranger up in Canada back in the day. I was.
There's no way.
Yeah.
You were a forest ranger.
I was.
And what'd you do out there?
Oh, we did everything. We did fish and wildlife. I was a canoe guide. I've wrestled a wild caribou to the ground. I've been charged by moose. I've lived in some pretty remote places. Wow. I ran a bush camp with like 35 guys.
Wow.
I've probably cut down with my hands, not chainsaw, but with an axe. I've probably cut down freaking 1,000 trees in my life.
Can you start a fire without flint?
No.
Well, then you die then.
Well, they give you a little...
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You can do that, though?
I can do that, but I can't do I've tried that. It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts your arm when you do that, trying to start the fire thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I do okay on
If
Alone.
I was a masseuse, like those Asian masseuses around town, right?
Yeah.
And, would they give you happy endings? That's
mean like a Nancy Drew book?
Yeah. It's and at the ending of a Nancy Drew book, it's so happy.
Always happy.
It's so happy.
The mystery is solved.
Yeah. So I come in and go, there's a mystery in here.
Yeah.
Right?
The mystery of the sweaty mammoth. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how I think, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to do that,
Yeah.
I would just do that. Anyway, let's move on.
Power pop.
I want power pop it, you know what I mean?
Wow. So, but this Alone show, it's like, I love it. It's addictive.
Yeah, but you know what also, because right now the 8th season is on Netflix, but there's a 9th season on iTunes.
Come on.
Yeah, feel the noise. Girls, rock
the boys.
dude. You know what I mean?
Really? There's already another one out?
Yeah, there's only 2 more episodes that like in the next couple of weeks are going to come out, but in this one, spoiler
Oh, here we go.
alert.
Uh-oh.
There was one kid who was getting food, right? Everything was fine, right? 2 weeks in, he's just like what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm getting protein, but I don't want to kill squirrels no more.
Yeah.
And I miss my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And he was one of the youngest contestants ever. You know?
Yeah.
I think you need to be older to be on the show because it's mostly mental.
Yeah.
Right?
Could you survive the psychological part of it?
No, because the money's not big enough for me.
Nice.
You know, I mean, honestly, $500,000. Would you do?
I would probably do it for the experience.
Yeah, but it's a lot of these guys, right? It's like Pico in this season. That guy from Portland.
Yeah, the headbanger guy.
The headbanger with the nose thing, right?
Yeah.
He needs the money so bad because he has twins coming
On the way.
and he wasn't getting a lot.
He got nothing. He
got
was living
nothing.
off. He was heavy. He was
Samoan
fat.
I don't know what he is. It's Samoan. I don't know
He
what
was
he is.
something. He was fat.
Yeah. And
was just fat.
But the money is what drove him to that end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He had twins on the way.
On the way, and so it's a lot of psychology. You know what I mean?
Could you survive just not talking to anybody and just
I can't do it. I play Tetris on a tree. I don't because I have to always be doing something.
Really?
Yeah, I'd probably make my own Tetris game or something.
Yeah, some of these guys made like log cabins with pulley systems, and some guys made boats.
It's
and
incredible.
You think?
Oh, that boat guy. Yeah.
You're like, you got it, dude, and then they check out.
They check out. They can't do it. Yeah, it's insane. But you know what? That goes to show you, if there was a time machine, Harley,
Yeah,
right, and you and I were on a time machine, and we went back into the frontier days, we'd be dead. At least for me.
I wouldn't.
You'd survive?
Yeah, I can rough it pretty good, man. And in fact, I kind of like it. I like the rough. I like the survival mode thing.
You do.
I do. When I
Yeah.
was in college, I used to kind of walk around, and in my head, I'd be preparing for like the end of days. Like I thought this is gonna be fun when I just get to roam around empty streets and walk into any old house and grab a rifle and grab some canned food. And
Wow.
there was I romanticized it. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I think like if there was comedians, right? I was with a bunch of comedians. I got to choose between comedians to do like if there's a zombie apocalypse. And I think you would be one of them. I would pick.
To wander the wasteland.
No, to have a fort to defend against a zombie horde.
yeah.
I would need like what comedians would
You
be
want me for sure.
what else? Okay, it's you and I. Who else should we bring in there?
Who else? And we're talking about just
Survive, but they have to be
Survival.
comedians.
yeah. I'm trying to think.
I think Dane
man.
Cook.
Dane?
You know why?
Why?
He's aggro.
What's that mean?
He's just kind of an aggro guy. I think because I played Warzone with him.
Yeah.
He gets really angry fast.
Okay, so
You know what I mean?
so he'd be like a
Fucking shit,
raging
Lee!
bull.
Fucking
Yeah.
shit, Lee! You know what I mean? Like he gets
Yeah.
crazy, right?
Okay.
You just need a hothead to go out there.
Yeah, okay.
Like we need somebody to go to the grocery store, right? And he would do it, I think.
Yeah, so he'd be like the Hulk.
He's our Hulk.
He's our Hulk.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Dane Cook.
Dane Cook. So,
Great.
so we need 10. So we got those. We
got
3 already.
Dane Cook. We
Right.
got you.
Yeah.
We got me.
Yeah.
I'm the strategist, and I'm the stealth guy.
What am I?
And I'm.
What am I?
I see you as maybe being the pastry chef, like in the kitchen with an apron.
Yeah.
You know, making.
Well, I
snacks.
could chop olives.
Yeah, you can make snacks
Yeah.
for the gang.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'll do. You know what I mean?
No, well, what do you see yourself as? You know yourself better than I do. Who
I would
you
dig
be?
holes. The hole digger. For sure.
Well, for what purpose?
Several purposes. Number one, I need kimchi. So
What's that?
Kimchi is a Korean dish, and I need to ferment it. And kimchi, you put it underground.
What is kimchi?
It's cabbage and with you know what I mean, and
Wait a
fermented
minute.
cabbage.
I'm holed up in a house. We already got the stink of 10,000 dead corpses walking around, and you're fermenting cabbage?
I need it.
Thanks, guy. I'll just go out and stand with the
Hey
zombies.
guy.
Yeah,
you don't know how
guy.
good it is, guy.
Yeah, but we don't want to stink up the house with your rotten cabbage.
No,
What is
it's
this?
outside.
It's not Oktoberfest. It's just like
I'm
Guy.
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 I'm gonna convince you, guy.
Okay, guy.
Look at me right now,
Rock
dude.
and
All right.
roll, guy.
So during the bird flu epidemic in Asia,
Yeah.
right? Koreans ran out of kimchi. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Koreans weren't getting the bird flu frequently like Chinese people were because they were eating kimchi, and there's probiotics in the kimchi, right? So then the Chinese realized that, and they bought all the kimchi from Korea and got it shipped over.
Come on.
And they ran out of kimchi. So I'm telling you right now, if you want fucking probiotics, bro, during a zombie apocalypse, I'm your guy.
I just want a can of fucking beans or something, bro.
Get beans and a side of kimchi. It's fine. That's also number one. And number two, we gotta hide the poo. That's why we gotta hide the poo, dude. Right? So that's why I have the holes.
You do have to dig holes.
Yeah, dig holes, hide the poo. Right? What's so funny? And then we could play a game. We could also play like a game, like, you know what I mean? Where's your wallet? And I hid it somewhere. You know what I mean? There's different uses of holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my job. So we have 3 people, me, you, and Dave. We need some girls in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they all have to be comedians, though?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
For this scenario. Why? You don't know any?
Well, maybe Sarah Silverman.
Yeah, she's great.
She's really funny and cute.
Yeah, but what'd she do, though?
She could do shows for us at night, like stand-up sets.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, again tonight,
yeah,
for the 970th night in a row,
yeah,
here she is, Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
And she could do a set.
I know Tig Notaro.
Tig Notaro?
Yeah, we gotta have her. You
How come?
I don't know this for a fact.
Yeah.
But she looks like she could put up the boards.
Oh, hammer the boards
under the windows
on our house.
Yeah,
on our
she just seems like somebody that could do that.
So you're saying she's bored?
Yeah, she's bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's put some black people in there.
Okay.
Yeah, who do you know?
Let's see.
I would say either Ian Edwards.
Ian, yeah, he's a thinker.
He's a thinker. We need thinkers.
Ian's like you can see the wheels turning on that guy.
Yeah.
So I'd say Ian Edwards.
Yeah.
And
I'll tell you another one.
Who?
Chris Spencer.
Why?
He's strong.
Chris Spencer is strong, yeah.
I think you know who's a better?
Who?
Owen.
Owen, yeah.
Yeah.
He's super
tall and strong.
Yeah, and they're funny.
He's a funny guy, yeah. Okay. Anyway, so we got fuck Chris Spencer. We got 2 blacks. We got Ian Edwards and Owen.
Yeah.
So that's how many.
And we got 1 girl. That's
2 girls. Tig.
Oh yeah, Tig.
Yeah, so that's 3, 5, 6. We need 4 more. Brad Williams.
Brad?
Yeah, we need a dwarf.
The little short guy?
To sneak into things.
Or we could use him as bait.
That's true. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, use him as bait.
Use him as bait.
He could sleep in the holes.
He could,
not the poo one.
Can you make kimchi like the way you make grapes? Like you stomp on it? Could he could stomp.
Yeah.
He could stomp the cabbage.
Oh, you want him to... he has little feet, though, no?
Yeah, but perfect to get in a hole.
Oh, that's true. Little feet in the hole.
Yeah, and by the way, Brad Williams is my brother, so we can joke about it. Williams.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He's my brother. I got to deal with him.
Yeah, don't... All right, I know. So that's 7.
7.
Yeah. Well, 6.5. Does he count as a full?
Yeah, he's a fully.
All right, so 7 then. And then 3 more.
3 more.
Yeah, we need an old guy. Like everyone has like a sage, or like the wise guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and it's got to be an older guy that we know.
Oh shoot.
So do you know Tom Dreesen?
Yeah.
Either Tom Dreesen, Argus Hamilton. Yeah. Or who else? Oh, Fraser Smith. Isn't he a sagey kind of guy?
What about Letterman? He's an older guy.
That's better.
Yeah, I think Letterman.
He's smart.
He's smart. He's got the beard. He could tell us stories.
Yeah.
Light a pipe.
Yeah, I like it.
Be like the granddaddy comedian.
So that's 8?
8.
Right. And then we just need like 2 more. Who do we do?
I think we need a big guy, like a big, heavy guy.
Why?
Just
for the fat?
Just in case we need to block the door.
Oh, right.
Or do you ever see Raiders of the Lost Ark when that giant boulder's rolling after?
Oh, yeah.
So if we get like, we get a bunch of zombies coming, we could like roll the fucking guy.
So I don't know any big guys, do you?
Yeah.
Well, how about this?
If Ralphie May was still with us, we could use him. Sweet Ralphie.
Let's what we do is we're Frankenstein Ralphie.
Yeah. And he'd be into it.
You know what? There's zombies. This is where I come in.
What?
I find out where Ralphie. Check it out, dude.
Oh yeah, we could bring him back.
Because they're zombies.
They're zombies.
Right. So I think he's probably buried in Houston or Texas somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll make a trip.
You'll go get him?
I'll go get him. I'll get him. I'll zombify him.
Wow.
And then I'll ride him back.
Ride him, roll him back.
Yeah, roll him back.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's good. We got what?
We got it.
We got, well, that's 8. 2 more.
2 more.
We got a zombie Ralphie May. Yeah.
Who else?
We need somebody that we can just spare to kill if we need be.
Cosby? I mean, he's got it coming,
Yeah,
right?
he does have it coming.
He's got it coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's old. How do we?
Right. So
yeah,
that's the
it
thing.
doesn't even
It's
matter.
It's like, you know,
Yeah.
and people are mad at him. So it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know,
Cause, get out there.
cause,
Yeah.
Get out there.
Go out there and,
Yeah.
Go,
feed.
Go get us a potato.
Yeah. Go.
Okay, good. So Cause. Last guy then.
Last guy.
Yeah.
At the zombie house.
At the zombie house.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Who do we get?
Is there any, like, religious comics? Like someone that could...
Oh, yeah, we need a fucking...
We need a spiritual
guy,
advisor,
right?
Like a
Christian-y guy.
Yeah.
Do you know any Christians? There's a comic? Is that weird to think? We don't know nobody.
I don't know if I know any Christian comic.
Yeah, do we know any that one's super religious? It could be a Jewish person that's super religious.
Yeah. Or they don't even have to necessarily be super religious, but they have to be able spiritual.
Someone that meditates.
Yeah.
I know who.
Who?
Russell Brand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, he does all the yoga
Yeah.
stuff.
Russell Brand.
Yeah, and we could use his hair to knit blankets and
Yeah. Toothpicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's great. So we have our clan now.
We have our zombie house.
Yeah.
We're no longer alone. I love it.
I love it.
Comedians.
Yeah, a week will last. We'll die.
Do you find when you go out that people like always expect you to be funny? Like, do you go to a party or you meet people and they go, have you ever had someone just go, be funny?
Yeah, I have a lot of people. Like yesterday, I was sitting at a restaurant and this kid came up to me and from behind and he goes, "Hey, buddy, what's up?"
Oh.
And he said, he's that guy.
Yeah.
Because he thinks that that's my energy or
Yeah,
whatever,
right.
And I go the opposite direction.
So what'd you do? Punch him?
No, I go, so.
Whoa.
It's not who I am.
Yeah.
But I had to kind of like tell him like, this is not who I am constantly.
You sort of psychologically like dimmed him down.
I dimmed him down a little bit. He's like, "Oh, my bad. Are you?" No, I go, "No, I'm cool. I can talk." You know what I mean? But it's like that energy is crazy.
You didn't let him just play.
Well, before when I was on the road, back in the day, I would have people pick me up.
What do you mean?
Like after a show, like if I was like in El Paso or something,
yeah,
some white dude would walk up to me and just kind of from behind and just pick me up, like, "This guy's funny."
Come on.
Yeah, like I'm a trophy or something.
Well, what'd you do?
And I wouldn't say anything because I was just like, "Oh, they paid to see me," and and also, you know what I mean? I don't want to.
They get to
I'm not
use
confrontational.
me.
Yeah, I'm not confrontational. But now I say, "Put me down."
Oh, so they still pick you up?
Yeah, but now
how did they even get to the point of picking you up though?
From behind.
Oh,
Yeah, they sneak from behind.
They sneak up
from
on you.
behind. Yeah.
You're like prey.
Yeah. And I have had like comics punch me and stuff, and I'd let them do it, and then now I put boundaries up. I go, "Don't punch me again."
Yeah, I had my buddy Tom. Do you remember Tom Green had
love Tom.
testicular cancer?
Yeah.
And he told me a story once. He was doing a gig, and he went out afterwards to like a bar or something, and some idiot as a joke goes, "Hey Tom, you still have one ball?" And he punched him right in the and Tom had to like sue the guy, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like imagine having one left and someone punches it and you could lose it.
But do you think his one testicle is in pristine condition? Because if I had one testicle left, I would manicure it.
You
I
would
polish
shine it.
Polish it, shine it.
Probably rest it in a jar at night, like vinegar.
Yeah.
Douche it.
Yeah, because my sacks now are not fresh.
They're not?
They're extra wrinkly.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Do they stink?
I think so.
Like what? Probably kimchi?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fermented. My sacks are fermented, yeah. But if I had one sack, I think I would be more. It's like, if you had one tooth, I would probably make it really white.
Wait, you said your sacks are fermented. You only have one sack, but 2 balls. You don't have 2 sacks, guy.
I have 2 sacks.
You do.
No, you have 2. Oh, it's only one sack.
You have 1 sack, 2 balls.
Oh, that's right. I never even thought about that.
You've done your whole life.
I always thought I had two
You
sacks.
thought there were 2 sacks hanging there.
Yeah.
You have Siamese sacks.
You're right.
Wow.
It's like,
So you thought you had 4 balls your whole life.
yeah, like green beans, right?
They're peas in a pod.
In a pod, there's only one pod.
one pod.
But there's plural peas.
Right.
So I have two
balls.
scrotums.
Is that what they're called?
What's a scrotum?
I don't like that word. I don't know. I think
Why?
I think that's what it is.
Scrotum.
But we've never said it. Is that the first time you've ever really said it?
Yeah.
I know.
I don't ever say it.
I don't think I've ever said it.
Yeah, you call them what?
Like I'm in a dressing room at the YMCA. I'm not going, hey, guy, great scrotum.
You're right.
I'm like, hey, guy, great sack.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't say it in a complimentary way.
Why not?
As a doctor, you would say scrotum, like lift up.
Yeah.
Lift up your scrotum, please.
Oh, God.
And then you're like, okay. You wouldn't say lift up your sacks or sack.
Sack.
You wouldn't say that. But when you compliment somebody at a spa, you go, hey, nice sack, not scrotum. You're right. Yeah, you're very intuitive.
Have you done that?
What?
At a sauna? Have you complimented a guy's sack?
I've done this, like, because I bring comedians to either We Spa or this other spa that I go to.
Yeah.
and, you know, they don't, some of them are, like, really kind of paranoid about being naked.
Yeah.
And
You're not.
I love it.
Yeah.
And I will, like, once they get naked, I'll just purposely stare at their members to make them feel a little uncomfortable.
Another word I'd never use.
What?
Member.
Members.
Yeah.
There's 3 members, right?
There's only one.
No, there's a penis and the 2 sacks, or the fucking.
There's
the
one
2,
sack.
Oh yeah, the penis and the 2 scrotums.
Yeah.
You know
this
what I mean?
is starting to sound like a new kid's story. The penis and the 2 sacks skipped across the field to Mr. Klitz's house.
Yeah. I mean, if I brought you to the spa,
Yeah.
would you feel weird?
You know, I went to a boarding school when I was a kid, and I had to shower with like 40 dudes at a time. So I've been exposed to nudity. I've seen every shape, size of manhood you can ever imagine. So
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be weirded out. It might be weird that we're buddies. It's different when you're in a change room and it's a stranger because there's no connection. But to be looking at each other as buddies might be a bit weird.
Why?
I
You
don't
think
know.
I would judge you?
I can do it with family. Like I've done it with my cousins and stuff. And
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no, but a buddy, I don't know. It's a bit weirder. I don't know why.
So if you and I were at We Spa down in Koreatown, which
Yeah.
I would love to do with you one day, right? And I
Really?
Yeah, and I looked at your stuff and I went, nice scrotum. You'd be weird.
I think it'd be weird, but it'd be okay. Like
Okay, good.
I knew it wouldn't be malicious.
I have no gay intentions.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay, good.
It wouldn't be malicious.
Thank you.
It wouldn't be gay.
Yeah.
It would just be weird because it's something that we've never done before.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Interesting.
I took Ian Edwards once,
Yeah.
and I go, "You got to get naked." He goes, "Nah, dog." He goes, "Nah." Right.
Whoa.
And so we get naked. I turn around, and he finds basketball shorts.
Where? On the ground?
Yeah, I didn't know where he got them because I had gone to the spa a million times. I don't know where you get, but he found them. He might have stolen it out of somebody's locker, but he went into the steam room and the sauna with the basketball shorts.
So
on.
wait, just so I'm clear, you call up comedy buddies and just say, hey, you want to go down to the spa, my treat,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you go down
Yeah. I don't call them.
and you get raw.
It's always after a show. So
And
I'm
so
at the comedy store.
You just go, great set, you want to go steam off.
Yeah.
So you go, and some of these guys say yes.
Yeah, I've been there with Steve Byrne, Jay Davis one time with me, Ian Edwards.
So after a set, you
Yeah.
just go and like clam bake.
You would clam back. Yeah.
And you're naked there, and you just sit there in like the steam room, or what,
Yeah.
what goes on?
Well, we in the steam room, and I'll look over and go, "Nice set tonight." He said, "Don't look at my junk." I go, "That's not what I'm referring to." Stuff like that. And then it's 3 a.m, and then you gotta go bye, and then you leave.
So,
What's so funny?
so there's a steam room open at 3 a.m.
yeah. Why? Why you make it so weird?
I'm making it weird. It's 3 a.m. You're in a steam room naked with your buddy. Why? What?
Well, because it's cultural.
So, like kimchi?
Like kimchi.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like in my culture, you know what I mean? You go to steam rooms and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, my dad took me to those when I was a kid.
Your dad did?
Yeah, my friend Peter Kim. So me and Peter Kim, another Korean guy.
Do I know him?
No, but he's a younger, very funny guy.
Okay.
Him and I. So his dad died in a steam room in Jersey back in the day, right?
Okay.
Because he used to go. He had a heart attack in the sauna, like the jacuzzi.
Okay.
At a spa. And my dad used to take me to them. So him and I wrote a show, a sitcom about spas, Korean spa.
Yeah.
And we sold it to NBC. It's there right now. So my point is that it's a cultural thing. Whoa, you fucking son of a bitch. You know what, dude? Let me say something right now, dude.
Say it. Let it out.
Let me let it out.
Steam it out. What do you need to say?
What I mean to say, dude, is that it's not a weird thing, and you're making it weird right now, my guy.
My guy.
Yeah.
It's just, I find it a bit odd.
Why, guy?
You're over there powering out a comedy set.
Yeah.
It's like midnight.
Yeah.
You see your buddy in the hall.
You grab a meal.
You say, great set.
Yeah.
Let's go steam off together.
Yeah, let's go because I go every night anyway.
You do?
Yeah. I go every night anyway. I went last night. Yeah, alone.
You went alone?
I go every night alone.
At what time?
Anywhere between 7 p.m. and 4 in the morning.
Why do you go every night? It relaxes you?
Because I like going into the cold plunge and then the steam room, and it gets my blood curdle. Like, yeah, it relaxes me. I like it. And it's also kind of like Cheers. You know the show Cheers?
Yeah.
Where you know the same people and you go, hi. You know who else goes every night pretty much?
Who?
Pauly. I see them all the time. Pauly Shore. I introduced him to the one on 6th and Ardmore, and he goes there every day. It's called Hyundai.
So what time do you get home? And are you all pink? Like, are you all steamed? Like, what do you look like?
Well, I'm not steamed because I close with cold plunge.
What's that?
So,
I love that band. What is it? what is
that? Cold plunge.
You go in a cold hot tub or something, or what is it?
Yeah, so every Korean spa has a cold plunge. It's a little pool.
Yeah.
And it's super cold. It's icy cold. So you go to the steam room, right? It gets your blood going.
Super hot.
Yeah, super hot. And what you do is, can I just stand?
Yeah.
So what you do is this, all right? So you go to the hot one,
yeah,
right? And you go only waist high.
Yeah.
Right? So your upper body isn't normal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then you go to the cold one this way, and it circulates your blood fast.
Wow.
Right. And I believe, and I don't know if this for a fact, but I've Googled it, right?
Yeah.
Is that, there are some cultures that have spas and cold plunges into their, you know what I mean, routine, right?
Yeah.
And those people live longer.
Do you want to live to be really old?
I want to live longer than I am now. Like, I don't want to die right now.
You want to get to the end of this podcast.
How old do you want to die?
I always said I would die at 103.
Yeah.
You know why I say that?
Why?
Because to me, the brain is like a computer.
Yeah.
And I feel like the brain is receptive to the input you give it. And so, they say the brain is the strongest thing we have. And so when you give the brain the power of suggestion, let's say I say to my brain, I want to live to 103. So it starts kind of modulating the body and releasing the chemical. And it's going, okay, I've got to slow everything down and program this body to be 103.
Wow. So you're kind of manifesting longevity.
Because I think the brain has the power to do that. So I think if you start feeding it that, then it's like if, let's say you were lost somewhere and you were starving. And you say, okay, I can't die. I got to keep going. My body. And you'll live like 30, 35 days without eating. But I think you can manipulate the brain to like sort of program it.
Can you program your life then?
Elements of it, I think.
Like, do you believe in manifestation?
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
So if you let and go, I imagine this thing, I believe in this thing's going to come true. You believe that?
I believe, I'm not saying it works every time, but I think you create energy and open portals to that happening.
I agree.
Yeah.
You know what? That's what I'm going to start. You know, because I always say I'm going to die. I always say to myself, jokingly, or on stage even, I'm going to die alone and I'm going to die early. I shouldn't do that.
Well, if it's just words, you're okay.
If I believe.
But if you...
I'm going to see what I believe, though.
When do you think you'll die? How old?
Well, I'll tell you what I want.
Yeah.
I want 90, 95.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's what I
Then
want.
tell yourself that.
That's what I want. Because I just did that History of the World movie.
Yeah.
There's a new one.
Yeah. Based on the Mel Brooks?
Yeah, he did it. He
Yeah.
did the new one that I did.
Oh, he did the new one?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I did it because I thought I was going to meet him.
Yeah.
So when I showed up at set, it was not him. He wasn't there. It was Nick Kroll and Ike Barinholtz and those guys.
Oh, okay.
But they're like doing it. But I go, where's Mel Brooks? And they go, well, he's, because of COVID, but he's bright and shiny and he's involved on a daily basis.
Wow.
And he's 95 years old. You know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
It's crazy.
I want that.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to like still do shit at that age.
Yeah.
Imagine being at that age. You've done everything in
Yeah.
the business.
Yeah.
And you're still doing it. I think this is what I think. I think you got to keep dreaming. You got to keep wanting things.
You got to,
I think
yeah.
once you go, you know how sometimes, you know, a couple will be married for 80 years and then the wife will die and then the husband will die like 2 days later.
Yeah.
Right?
Happens a lot.
It happens a lot,
Yeah.
right? I think that for me, it's like if I meet a woman and we're 80 and she dies, I have to think, I want more pussy. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is. I can't go, oh, I miss her and I'm going to die too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't do that.
Yeah, you got to keep going.
I'm going to go to that app, Our Time.
What's that?
Our Time is an app for people that are over 50. It's a dating app.
Really?
It's called Our Time.
Are you on it?
Why? I'm not going to do Our Time because it's like I play young.
So you do Toys R Us time.
No, in between.
Wow.
In between, bud.
Holy kimchi sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
What?
So it's a little test.
Clam chowder.
Be funny. For me and you. Like comedians, they go, they think you can make anything funny. Look at this. Be funny.
Be funny on this?
Yeah.
All right, can I see the thing? What is it?
Clam chowder.
Yeah. Clam chowder, huh?
Oh, gee.
Chunky.
Just like your
Yeah.
wife.
That's pretty good. But why chunky, you know?
Yeah.
Was there a point where it's like someone was eating clam chowder and they're like, hey guys, this ain't chunky.
It's like your wife.
Your wife chunky, huh, Jim?
You're right.
Jim.
Creamy, like
Creamy.
your wife.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
what I mean. It's people
It's
think
hard.
it's hard.
Yeah.
But people come up to you. Have you ever been in a situation where?
I imagine this is what Ralphie May's cum look like.
Oh, whoa, guy. Now I do
like
need to
chunky,
get,
like chunky.
Yeah,
You know?
I need to get to the sauna. I gotta steam off after that comment.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
God,
yeah.
my God.
You can put the clam chowder away, man. I'm done with that segment. You know what I mean, dog?
I know, but it's hard, right?
It's really
just
hard to
be
do.
Funny.
Yeah.
I used to be.
You have another one?
No, I used to hang out with Norm Macdonald a lot. Me and Norm were really close.
God, I loved him.
And we used to go play tennis. And after we played tennis, we'd go into like the 7-Eleven. And we'd always do this thing where we go, okay, we're going to go in together. And each of us has to point at one item and make a joke about it. And it was really hard. Like people think making jokes as a comedian is easy, but it's not. But I'll never forget Norm did this. It's the only one I remember. But I pointed to, you remember those things, animal crackers?
Yeah.
And I pointed to the animal crackers, and Norm just goes, that horse cock didn't taste very good. So there you go.
Yeah, Saturday night, I went to the Brea Improv because they had a fallout, and I go, I'll do a show there. And I did
That's a long drive.
I did a new joke night there. I did 2 shows.
You did? Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, and they were sold out, and so it was fun. But I put a bunch of young comics before me, like 6 of them.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to do a long time. I was only going to do 20.
20, okay.
Right? But they were killing it, right?
Yeah.
And when I went up there, at first it was like, I brought a notebook.
Okay,
right?
you were going to do new material.
With some.
Okay.
Right? And as soon as the third one came out, the joke came out, new joke.
Yeah.
I didn't know the wording, right?
Oh, shit.
And I immediately I lost the crowd. You could just tell that they're like, oh, that doesn't make any sense, right? Then I said the part that was supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
Right? And I completely lost then. And then the electricity of the fucking club went out.
Oh, perfect.
No, that's not perfect.
No,
Nightmare.
It sounds like your joke tanked, and before you could be held responsible, everything went black.
No, it tanked first, right?
It
Then
tanked
Then I
first.
moved into another joke.
Oh, into another one.
And then the electric. And then I was standing there with no mic
Oh, damn.
and going, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It took like 2 minutes. Then it came back
Back
on,
on.
and I tried to get
Wow.
back into the act. It was terrible. I was sweating. But comedy, man, people stand up sometimes. I mean, we at the store in the Improv, we do many shows there. It's fun because it's like you're with your pals. It doesn't really matter. But when you're on the road, it gets hard.
I did it once in Vegas, and the alarm went off, the fire alarm, right in the middle of my act.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And what happened?
I just started mimicking the sound. So I had the mic, and it was like going whoop whoop, and I was just going whoop whoop whoop. And I
For
did
how
it
long?
I did it for like 2 minutes, and then I just got up because they couldn't fix it.
So you just got off stage?
I got to finish my act early. Yeah.
Were you bummed or were you happy?
No, it's kind of fun. I like when weird, unexpected stuff happens. At the Brea Improv, I was there last year, and on a Saturday night, sold out, a guy walked up on stage, like a 6'3" guy in military shit.
Oh, my God.
Just climbed up the front of the stage 20 minutes into my act, and bigger than me, and I'm a tall guy, and I was like, dude, what's going on? And he's like, I just want to say, Mr. Williams, you're a real funny guy, and thanks for what you do.
That's it.
And I didn't know what to do. Like,
Did they kick him out?
No, he went, no security, nothing. And so I was like on my own up there, and I go, well, thanks, dude. And then I thought, how do I get rid of this guy? And I said, you want to do some jokes? And I tried to hand him the mic, and most people are terrified of public speaking.
Yeah, you thought that was going to be the thing.
And it worked. He goes, oh, no, I better get out. And he walked off stage.
Wow.
But in this day and age, man, when you don't know what people are up to, like shootings and this guy had military shit on, I was like,
oh, my God.
But
I would be so petrified.
But see, that goes back to the zombie thing, because I was, for whatever reason, I don't know, I'm not trying to sound like a tough guy, I was just totally composed. I just stood there and I swear to God, I curled this fist up over here. I switched mics. This is my punching hand. And I just slowly drifted back from him a bit, put the mic, and just had this hand like ready to either swing or put up a block. Like my mind was going,
wow,
what's his next step? But I didn't panic. I was just like, and then I just kind of controlled it, and it ended.
I wish I was like that.
It was weird.
I'm not like that.
But that's what I mean. If we get in that zombie house, that's kind of my kind of vibe that I would
But
bring.
were you quiet because it was traumatic? Because sometimes like if something traumatic happens with me, I slow down and I'm just in this like fight or flight response.
Yeah.
And I just don't know what to do. I'm like, you know what I mean?
No. I was in full stand your ground, control the situation mode.
Whoa.
There was no fight or flight. There was fight. I had my arm ready if he came, but there was no like, I wasn't scared at all.
It's funny because based on your comedy, right, you would not seem like, it doesn't seem like you would be like that, but I think knowing you as a person off stage, you are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, because on stage you're so silly and so lighthearted.
Yeah.
Right? But it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah. But once I got to know you off stage, I'm like, there is, a nature guy in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there is a nature guy.
You're a nature guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're also very like the last time you did my podcast, we don't have to get into it, but I'm just saying you gave me some insight about love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I thought to myself, wow, Harland is a romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah. You are a romantic, man.
I actually wrote you a poem about that, about love. We did talk about love last time.
You wrote a poem about love?
I wrote a poem about your love.
Oh, I did. You did.
I wrote a poem about, I took away from when I talked to you and Kalila about the pain and the emotion and everything you were dealing with. And I processed a lot of it, and I thought about it because I've been through it. We've all been through it. And it's hard, it's heavy, but I feel like it's there. Everything happens for a reason. So I wrote a poem about it for you. I can read it to you, or I cannot read it to you. It's up to you.
May I hear it?
You want to hear it? All right. Get it out, ladies and gentlemen. My poem for Bobby.
Oh my God, you did.
Yeah. I've been thinking about you and your pain. It's tough.
I know, but
It's tough stuff.
can I just say something
Please.
before you even begin?
If you want me to begin even.
I do want you to begin.
It's up to you.
I do want you to, but I want to say that there's a duality going on here with me.
Speak.
I will. It's because I know you, because when I look at your face, you know what I mean? How skinny it is. It's a little pointy. It's sort of like a raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a hairless
Agreed.
raccoon. Yeah, yeah.
Bald.
Bald,
Bald
yeah.
raccoon.
Yeah. You look like a scavenger to me. Just
That's
like a raccoon.
That's why I'll be
No, but-
good at the zombie
But
house.
when you're on stage and stuff, and because you're so silly, and because I also know you from the movies that you've done, right?
Sure.
Right? And then like this other side of Harland, right? This romantic, this heartfelt guy who also what made me open my eyes to you was, you've lived a life like outside of comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
You've done different things. Even today when you talked about you were a forest ranger or whatever that you were saying, like I did not know that about you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So you've lived a life.
Yeah.
And so there's just different aspects, Can I just tell you before you read the poem?
Sure, if you want me to.
I fucking want you to, man.
Okay.
You know what? Read the poem because the thing I want
No, you go.
I don't think all right, but it has nothing to do with the fucking
Good.
romance.
Go, guy.
Okay. So I don't know if you know this, but a couple of weeks ago, we did the main room at the Comedy Store. And you crushed, I thought.
Me and you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Because we do it a lot.
We do it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. So a couple weeks, it was a Friday. It was like 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Okay.
Right. I never told you this.
Okay.
And I got in a fight with an audience member outside of the club because of a joke that you told.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a physical fist fight?
No, I was kind of screaming at her, like, "What the fuck? Shut the fuck up!" Like,
Whoa,
yeah,
really?
yeah. So you did a joke about the hole in the
Oh, yeah, the
neck and the dolphin.
tracheotomy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
And you threw the fish up.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's such a fucking funny joke, right?
Right.
But you don't know this, but a group of ladies, 5 women,
Yeah.
walked out of the club when you told that joke.
They did?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I followed them out because I love when that happens. Because I
Wow.
want to. I like going on into confrontation with sensitive audience members,
Right.
and yell at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Why'd you guys walk out?" It's like, "That was too far."
Whoa.
And I go, "What was?" He goes, "My dad had throat cancer."
Whoa.
Right? I go, "I know, but it's just a fucking joke." And he wasn't talking about your dad's throat
Yeah,
cancer.
yeah.
And I was like being very like aggressive almost. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And they're like, "Well, we came to see you." I go, "Don't even come in.
Whoa, really?
Don't watch me." I go, "Don't watch me."
Wow.
You know what I mean? Because I felt like I was defending you or whatever.
Thanks,
Yeah.
buddy.
It drove me crazy. I
Wow.
hate sensitive people.
Well, it's interesting because I think what maybe that person missed, if we don't do a joke about a tracheotomy, then we can't do a joke about a car crash. We can't do a joke about a dead dog. We have to be able to talk about everything.
Yeah.
And as you said, they have to know that it's not about their father or their dog or their car accident. As humans, we have to laugh at everything. And I think what they're missing is sometimes if you take a tragedy and someone laughs, makes jokes about it, it helps you process it. We're not doing it to be vindictive or malicious.
Or mean even.
Or even mean. It's to take something that's really hard and hurtful and maybe make a crack in it and lighten it up and make you go, okay, whoa, and maybe even put a slight smile on your face.
Yeah, I had a girl come up to me after a show and she goes, "I don't have a dark purple vagina." An Asian girl said that.
Oh,
And I go, because I do a joke about how Asian women have dark purple vaginas.
like jellyfish?
Yeah. And it was just a joke, right?
Yeah.
She was adamant about it. She hunted me down. She goes, I don't have one. It's normal. I was just kidding. It was just a joke.
You mean
What?
you didn't say prove it?
Yeah. I should have done that.
Yeah.
But then you're getting into like
Yeah, no, I'm
weird,
kidding.
weird territory there.
She
you
got
know?
mad about that?
Yeah. People get mad about a variety of things. It's like, I'm just, here's the thing. I just write down what makes me chuckle
Yeah.
in my car, and I say it.
Yeah.
And if 90, 80% of the people in the audience, 70% like it, I keep it. You know what I mean? But there's always that little percentage of people that take it literally or...
Right. Like when I told you only have one sack, and you got a little animated guy.
I got a little animated
You got
because...
testy.
Well, the reason was because it's like something that I thought...
Did you hear what I said?
Testy.
You got testy.
Read the poem. Read the poem.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I got to put my glasses on.
Okay.
Where are they? Where the hell are my glasses, guy? Oh my God.
Try to read them without the glasses. See what happens.
I can't see without the glasses. Where are my glasses? Let me go grab my glasses.
Are these it?
Oh, there they are. Good eye. See, how weird. I can't even see my glasses.
So you let me ask you something before you
Yes.
begin.
And if you want me
Do
to
you wear
stop,
you wear
you can.
contacts?
No,
Why?
because I freak out about touching my eyes. Like I can't put my finger near my eye. It flips me out. I get squeamish.
Let me ask you this then. When you're
Go
driving
ahead.
around, you don't need glasses, or do you?
No, it's only for stuff up close, like poems.
Oh, so you have short-term.
Memory loss?
Yeah.
Yeah. How dare you?
So go ahead.
So this is my takeaway from my conversation with you and Kalila.
Is this a comedy or is this real? Because
Real.
I have to. All right. Well, so I have to adjust my heart and my mind, and
Yeah.
to be in the same rhythm and level.
Yeah, this is like
Okay, let's go.
the feelings I got from your relationship and you breaking up and all that stuff.
Okay.
In the dark and lonely night, a whisper called my name. 1,000,000 miles away, it filled my heart with pain. I knew the voice so well, like a river of endless dreams. It drifted through the stars above and made its way to me. Burdened with lost promises, confusion, and cruel lies, I crumpled to my knees as inside something died. As tears slid down my face, long shadows crawled the walls. Why had time abandoned us when we thought we had it all? And as the whisper trailed away like a phantom through a crack, time could not take her all from me, though she was never coming back. I could still see her sparkling eyes shining in the moonlight mist. I could feel the loving softness of her every velvet kiss. Why are souls brought together if never to survive? Because in their brief existence, they make us feel alive. And love is never wasted. It's stronger than life itself. You carry it forever and keep it on your heart shelf. Then, as the night went quiet, the whisper come and gone, I knew that she was calling me to say nothing was wrong, that what we had and who we are was perfectly meant to be, that forevermore I'm a piece of you and you a piece of me. And so I stood and smiled. A light burned in my heart. Her whisper was the ending, but was also a new start. This was her final offering as the night turned into day. I knew the love that we had and shared will never go away.
Really good. Dude. Sad, but beautiful and true.
Well, I wanted to write something to you that was what I took from you and her, but was also my experience with love, and I think everybody's, but also at the end, hope, light.
Yeah. What I gathered from that is, in a gist, is that the last 10 years, it wasn't meaningless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. There were memories and things that I'll always carry with me.
Always, yeah.
Yeah, and the love will always be there. You know what I mean?
Always.
Yeah. And it's weird, yeah. It's beyond just this, the title of just a relationship ended. You know what I mean? There's so much more. There's so many different layers and new, things. And I'll always love her, and I'll always treasure what we have. And also, maybe there's room for a different kind of love from somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you know?
Oh, yeah, there is.
Yeah. How do you know?
Because I think I told you once before, you don't have a choice.
That's right.
Love comes at you like a tsunami. You think you can control it. You think you can put up a barricade. You think you can get the Doppler weather head start on it, but when love rolls over you, that's the beauty of love. You can't stop it.
Yeah, but I know a guy who's can't get love at all. He's never had love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's ugly. No, this dude is ugly, dude. And he's like never had sex.
He hasn't had ugly love?
No, he can't even get ugly love, dude. He's ugly. So what I'm saying is that for that guy, it doesn't work.
Not yet. How old is he?
Almost 60.
He's done.
Yeah. I'm saying I've known in my life like older incels, dudes that are just, I mean, they're just on the computer all day.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? They kind of live at their parents' garage.
But see, that's exactly why you need to let love in, because not everybody gets it. I have a friend who's probably, I think he just turned 50.
Yeah. And
said, I've never been in love. And I'm going, holy God, like it's really probably the best feeling in life.
It is, but is it artificial? Because let me just ask you some questions, okay?
Yeah, let me put the poem
Because
away.
when you first meet somebody, right?
Yeah.
Like when I met Kalila, and I still love her very much, obviously, but it's like, when it changed. Like the first 2 or 3 years, it's almost like you're in a pink cloud. Right?
Oh, yeah. It's that
it's like
fluffy
everything.
love.
Everything's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You could eat their saliva off a Ritz cracker. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
But, yeah, and you would stare at them late at night and go, look at how beautiful, and every little thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is either funny or the greatest thing. And then it just kind of, those things over the years die. You know what I mean? Or they disappear, or they're not as frequent. And then problems arise. And then, you know what I mean? And friction. And so what I'm saying is that first couple of years, and it's been like that. Obviously I'm 50 years old, so I've been here before. I've been in them before.
Yeah.
They start off strong.
Yeah.
Right?
Always.
They start off like, a dream almost, right? And then reality hits and it changes, you know what I mean? So what my point is, and I know dudes that are still together because of their kids.
Yeah.
Right? So, as soon as my youngest kid graduates from high school, I'm out of this thing. You know what I mean? So it's like you see a lot of those relationships as well. So I'm just wondering, this is what my hope is. And I have yet to meet anybody that's like this.
Okay.
But I would love to meet somebody that goes, the first feeling that I had, that first couple of years, it's always been like that. You know what I mean? For the last 30 years.
Well, you know what I think it is? It sounds a little hokey, but I think you have to nurture it. And what the problem is you have that initial feeling. You know what it took to create that. You knew how to treat each other. And you slowly let that bubble crack, and the treatment starts to change, and the taking each other for granted starts to change, and sometimes the words start to change, and I don't know. It's
but a lot of it, Harland, is the mystery of it all. Right?
Yeah, that's big.
Right,
yeah.
It's big, right?
Yeah.
And once the mystery is revealed, once you solve it.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It then reality hits, right? And you're left with a human being, which is great.
Yeah.
But my point is that for me, as a comedian, and this is something that I've been kind of struggling with, is because I've had problems with drug addiction and other, things.
You know what's funny? I never knew that. The whole time I've known you, I think I saw that on a podcast like a few weeks ago. I didn't know about all your history with that.
Yeah, because I had been sober for most of it.
Okay,
I had
good.
17 years of sobriety.
Good,
So in
good.
that chunk, you know what I mean? Obviously,
Yeah.
it's something I don't talk about.
Yeah,
but
I didn't know about it.
But I just had one 6 months ago. Realized my point is though, and because I do stand up, right, which is, and I, you do scary things, right, to hit those dopamine.
Yeah,
And when
yeah.
you crush on stage,
Yeah.
it hits, things in your brain that much like a drug does,
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like I use relationships in that way too. It's like it hits these dopamine things, and then eventually what happens is the drug stops working, right? So for me, it's like I have to maybe the next time I go into a relationship to look at it for what it is before, buying into the whole dream mystery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of it has to do, and I want to be crude, but it's like, maybe a certain percentage of it is like, well, I want to have sex with this person.
Yeah.
Right. So that excitement.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like, when is it going to happen? Oh my God, it's happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All that stuff. And then once she opens herself up to you and you do it 2,000-3,000 times.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like,
Right.
it's all right. You know what I mean? And it's like that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So there's like a lot of elements to it that like I can't.
Yeah.
You understand or
the
no?
human spirit is very restless. It's very, and that's why the divorce rate is probably over 50%, and that's why people cheat all the time, and that's why it's so tough to be a human.
So does true love really exist is one of my questions to you is.
I think true love really exists, but I don't know if it can manifest in that kind of fantasy land where everyone's skipping and holding hands for their whole journey.
I see.
My parents were very much in love, but it started off probably as romantic and ended up as a very deep-rooted kind of, they loved each other through religion and because they were, unified under God versus, hey, I can't wait to get home, come through the door and kiss your face,
Right.
And so everything fades. And so you sound like you might be one of these people that might need a new relationship every few years to.
Yeah, but I don't see. For me,
Those are tough.
I did that
Yeah.
before Kalila. Like Kalila was the first one I did 10 years with, right?
Wow.
Right before they were always 2.5 years, and they were done, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I want to believe that I'm going to meet somebody and go, oh, this is my life person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I thought Kalila was that, and she in many ways still is my life person.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to know her for the rest of my life, and I'm also for most of my relationships, a lot of them I still know the people and I hang out with them.
Yeah.
Like Sarah, one of my previous girlfriends, has done my podcast with Kalila.
Yeah, yeah.
Kalila and her are very good friends, and I
Yeah.
still see Sarah all the time. And so so I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you're alone, right?
Yeah, I'm not with anyone right
Yeah,
now.
right. So
Yeah.
my point is that you and I are the same age range.
Yeah.
We both have
Yeah.
the same occupation,
Yeah.
right? And I want to ask for both of us, maybe you as well,
Yeah.
is that do you think she's out there for us?
Yeah, I always believe that she is. And you just hope that the planets align and it happens. I've also accepted it might not, but I always remain optimistic that it will. Because I think if you don't keep hope alive and you dream and you, as you said earlier, you manifest, I think you do end up like that guy just sitting in front of your computer and life passes you by.
Yeah.
So, I would hope someone's out there for both of us and all of us, and that's kind of the way life works, but you just don't know when and where. And that's sort of the fun of it too. You know?
But you and I are a specific breed. I think stand-ups, obviously we're normal human beings, but I just think that there are reasons why we do what we do. Yeah, I don't know about you.
I don't buy into that.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, I love this.
I don't like that.
You don't like it?
I hate that.
You hate it?
Yeah.
You don't like it, you hate it, you hate it.
I don't like categorizing people.
I love it.
Because I think of you as such an individual, and even though you do comedy the same way 200 other guys do, I never think of you as a comedian. I just think of you as an individual. I don't like clumping people together into
But there
groups.
it's like I'm in 12-step groups. That's what I do.
You're in? Okay.
I'm in 12-step groups, right?
Okay.
And I've been in them since I was 17 years old.
Okay.
Right? So it's like, and my relationship with people that are in my 12-step groups, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them are lawyers, some of them are plumbers, different variety of life, women, men, right? And I have this deep connection. And I think the through line is, you know what I mean, alcoholism and drug addiction. We relate to it on that level. Therefore, we have a stronger bond. I believe that's the same with comedians as well, that we have a specific bond because we do a specific thing and people don't understand, you know what I mean, what it takes, because it's not something that you go, oh, I want to be a comedian, and all of a sudden you're on the Tonight Show. No, it takes years, you know what I mean, of dedication and a lot of pain.
Yeah, it takes getting beyond this.
Yes.
It's not easy to write
It's
a
not
joke.
easy, right? It's not easy, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, like Saturday night when I told you I did the Bray Improv, I had 5 comedians that were younger. I always use young, fresh people, right?
Yeah.
And I was in there with maybe 2 or 3 girls, and they were in the green room with me. And I realized that we all come from abusive dads.
Whoa.
Right?
Interesting.
And trauma in that way, right? And we started talking about our dads and all the things that they did, the abandonment, the physical violence, you know what I mean, the verbal, you know what I mean?
You were physically abused?
Oh, yeah. So when you know what I mean, when I bonded with them, to me, that's why maybe I know a lot of comics like Sebastian Maniscalco, maybe you. There's a lot of them that they had pretty nice childhoods.
Yeah, I had a great one.
Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, I think for the most part, even the ones that I hang out with have the similar background.
Huh.
You know what I mean? So that's why I say it. I think you're an anomaly, actually.
Huh.
I do. I think
Why?
you're an anomaly.
Why is your mouth going down like that? Is it? You having a...
I'm a stroke.
You having,
No.
I think you're having an anomaly.
No, I do this because I go, I think I'm right, so I do this.
Yeah. Well, you're not insulting me.
Okay.
I did have a good upbringing.
Yeah.
And I did, you know, every family has their issues and whatnot, but...
Yeah. I think there are, I can count Al Madrigal, you, but there are for the most part, there was something that happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
Something that sparked it, some sort of traumatic thing or something, or a need that was never there, you know what I mean, that we're looking for through an audience and whatever, you know what I mean? I mean, it is a weird thing to go up on stage. I don't know if you think this, but sometimes I'm on stage and I go, and I'm doing well, and like 8-9 minutes in, I think to myself, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
It's weird. I mean, I'm just... You know what I mean? You ever think about that? You're on stage, there's hundreds and hundreds of people watching, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're just, you're just going, looking around going, why do I need this?
Yeah.
What is this?
And sometimes you have those thoughts while you're performing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're speaking the joke and your brain's thinking something else.
Yeah. It's very
every
bizarre.
Now and then that happens.
Yeah, it's very bizarre. Sometimes you're in it and you don't think about it, but a lot of times, like, I question, like, why do I need this in my life?
Yeah.
Because if I don't do it, I'll be depressed, I think. Like, imagine if they said, like, I'm a doctor, Mr. Williams.
Yeah.
You have a throat thing and you can't really do stand-up anymore. Would that depress you?
Oh, yeah. It'd be crushing.
It would be life-altering almost.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So there is a need for it.
There's a need.
What does it give you?
But it's also something you decided to do early on, and it creates an energy and it creates an excitement for you that you probably didn't want an ordinary life where you knew it was coming. You like unpredictability because stand-up, no matter how good you get, you can bomb on any given night. So it's very unpredictable, and you probably didn't want to be a guy that woke up every day and went, "Oh, I'm going to the office from 9 to 5. I'm going to have a life that can go in all these."
I like you know what show business is, right? It's a lot of pain and a lot of rejection.
Yeah.
But you get little lottery wins.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you won, right?
Yeah.
So like years will go by and nothing will happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least for me, nothing will happen.
I think for most people, yeah.
Yeah, you don't get anything good, no good calls, you know what I mean? And then every once in a while, someone will call you, this show or this movie or this is happening, right?
Yeah.
And you go, really? Oh, that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it gives you, it re-sparks some sort of dream that you have or whatever.
Yeah.
you get these sometimes you'll bomb, it's terrible, but sometimes you'll have a magical set where you go, I just won a little lottery. That was just amazing. You know what I mean? That feeling.
Now, there's another feeling I get sometimes too, which can be on the negative side.
Which is what?
Is sometimes I go, is the devil just leading me along enough so that he takes control of my path? Are they lottery wins, or is the devil planting little nuggets to keep me going down this road?
The wrong road.
Maybe.
You really think so?
Sometimes
is that a joke or no?
No, sometimes, you always look at the yin and the yang. So sometimes I think, oh, did I just get this thing because now I'm going...
Wait. So what you're saying... Okay, so what you're saying is this, right? That maybe you and I could have been helping more in the world by doing something else.
Right.
And the devil was like, no, come here.
The devil, here's another girl, here's another gig, here's another thing of money, here's another thing. But then I reverse engineer that back and I go, what am I doing? I made this person laugh. I filled them up with joy. I created this show that blah, blah, blah. Maybe I only did go out with a girl this long, but maybe I helped her get over this. She helped me with that. So you can always look at it at both sides, but sometimes I look at,
I've never thought of it that way, but I think there are times where maybe I do think that. Because there are times where I think, is this the healthiest atmosphere for me? Right?
But here's the other thing I'll say. You could say that about any job. You think a trial lawyer doesn't go, okay, I'm going to work 52 hours a day, blah, blah, blah. And then I won the case. God, that took so much out of me. Well, your next case starts in a week. And then there you go again. And so... what job doesn't do it almost, Yeah,
it's so straight. I think it's because you watch a show, like let's go back to Alone.
Yeah.
Right? That's primarily what humans did to survive. There was no
gatherers.
There was no where's my TV show? There was no audience. There was no.
Yeah.
That's essentially what we are, right?
Yeah.
We're organisms trying to survive, right?
That's it.
Right? But in modern age, we've developed these other things because we have the shelter and the food and all that shit taken care of, right?
We fabricated the illusion of society.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. So what is real?
Reality.
Why are we here?
Well, it's all I say humans are here just to service humans. We wake up, we make money, we give that money to the plumber gives that money to the restaurant gives it back to us when they come and see our show, then we give it to the car dealer.
Yeah.
So it's all just a flip-flop. And that was what's interesting about COVID, because everything stopped.
Yeah.
And it made all of us go, why are we here? What are we doing?
Yeah.
No matter what your job is, like, what's the point? And so that's the thing. You have to wake up, look at the positive side of everything, and you have to look at what we do is in this world where things can get maybe dark, we spread joy and a little light despite maybe some of our issues that we might have had with our family or this or that. So,
yeah. Yep. I think for me to counter all that, those thoughts that you said about the devil and all that stuff, I think what I do, these periodic, is that the right?
Yeah.
Yeah, periodic spurts of kindness.
Good.
Right? And I don't know if it's because I'm a kind person. I do it because for some reason I just kind of don't want to go to hell or whatever, right? So I maybe, I don't know what the fear is, but I want to sometimes I I don't like talking about it, but one time recently a homeless guy, he had in front of a 7-Eleven, he had like a shopping cart.
Yeah.
And I just and there was like a white book, like a notebook that had rubber bands at closing it in.
Yeah.
It's probably his manifesto or whatever.
Yeah.
But I slid some money in there, and I just got, I try to do things like that to go, just to give back or whatever, right? Yeah. But then sometimes I'll be really rude to a homeless person too. So I don't know. Hey, can you spare I go, no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look, humans are complicated, wired. It's like if you ever take a TV or a radio and smash it on the ground, and it's wires and computer boards, and That's what we are. We're so complex. You're allowed to have days where you're antsy. You're allowed to have days when you're generous. It's just part of being human.
So let me ask you Harland Williams' opinion about something.
Yeah.
When you when you finally die, what is your honest opinion? What you think happens?
My honest opinion is that we are organic and we get eaten by worms and grubs and we deteriorate in the mud. But I know I don't have the answers to everything, and I know that the universe and the world is such a big, complex place that it's not beyond the realm of my comprehension that our spirits or our energy or something goes somewhere. It's too big to know the answer. The world is so perfect but so chaotic at the same time. The fact that there's symbiotic relationships out there in nature, you know, like a little mite can live on the beak of a hummingbird's, you know, beak, and it uses its nostril to get its food.
Yeah.
And a shark can open its mouth and a feeder goes in and cleans the teeth, and the shark, you know, it's just, it's so complex, and everything fits, and it's too big of a miracle.
Or like there's like, in Africa, there's like rhinos, and there's certain birds that go on their backs because the rhinos, when they stomp, insects come, right? So they eat the insects, right? They use it as, and the rhino, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it because, you know what I mean?
Sit on their back and eat the ticks.
Ticks, yeah.
And so the world, everything sort of fits together and feeds each other. So I have to believe that there's got to be just so many answers we don't know.
But
and
see,
so my mind is open to the possibility of, as kooky as it sounds, and this isn't from a religious point of view, a spirit or something could go somewhere, or an energy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then you think about every time I step on an ant, I don't think of it that way. I just go, it's a dead ant. They don't have a spirit too? So it's, you know what I mean? Like you're just a stupid ant. You huddle around a pile of raspberry jelly like a bunch of retards, you know? But it's like, so you just don't know.
You don't know.
It's too deep.
But that's why it's exciting, because of the mystery of it all. I mean, if you walk around and you look up at the stars, right? There's 300 billion fucking planets in our galaxy alone. There's other galaxies, and you know what I mean? And they're just, and even the buildings that we created, and, you know what I mean? And nature, how that works, the relationship. I mean, there's just so much to it, right? There's no way to comprehend it all.
You can't.
So you just kind of look at life as a mystery, and I think that's what the whole point is to be in awe of it. I'm in awe of it all.
Yeah.
And I'm in it. I'm alive, and I'm, you know what I mean? I'm a part of it in some weird way.
That's it. You just have to know you're a part of it. And I remember a buddy of mine once said, I go, how you doing today, buddy? And he says, it's great to be alive. And that's all you got to do is you got to be in the pudding and just be ready when the zombies come.
That's right.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got to a good place. Bobby, can you plug anything you got before you go? Yeah,
shit.
What do you want to tell
dog,
the folks?
Dog. Well, I'm on Tiger Belly, Bad Friends, with my 2 podcasts, and we'd love to get you on Bad Friends eventually here.
Oh, I'd love it. Yeah.
And also, I guess in August I'm on a show called Reservation Dogs. It's on FX, so check that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Second season.
But how do they find your podcast and everything? Just on YouTube and stuff and all that?